whispering in the trees. It's two sailors and they're only.
So, a little less than a year ago, I sicked my producer, T-Rex, on an interview for Uncle Leo because he's one of my favorite characters. And, unfortunately, by the time we got to him, he was dead.
Oh.
And then this opportunity came along, and we certainly didn't want to wait until you died. So we're glad we got to you before you singed your eyebrows off or what have you.
Yeah, good. I'm glad that you found me before that.
Len Lesser, and that's one of my favorite episodes of Seinfeld, by the way, is when Uncle Leo somehow burns his eyebrows off.
Yeah, Len liked that one too.
Yeah, they penciled the eyebrows back on, and he was looking angry.
Yeah, exactly.
Was he an angry man?
He was not, no. I was just listening to your Lucky Charms thing there. Len was a ladies' man, so he was really an Adonis, which everyone is surprised by. But
if he found
a happy man.
I thought if he could find someone that could stand him for more than 10 minutes, he should latch on to him like grim death, which wasn't far away.
Yeah, he had a lot of ladies that could stand him for a lot longer than 10 minutes.
Was he a New York guy?
He was. He was originally from New York. He was from the Bronx, and then he moved out to Los Angeles. Actually, he was friendly with Lee Marvin in New York, and Lee moved out to L.A. and told Len that he should come out, and Lee got him his first film role and got him some roles thereafter.
Lee Marvin, another one of my favorite actors. I did not know that. Now the book, and thank you so much. Where's the Watch? Another very, very funny man, and that's so cool, Tama, that. You seem to be hanging with people that really crack me up, and believe me, other than me, who I crack myself up a lot, Stiller is one that makes me laugh. Seinfeld, of course, has his moments. I like the off guys, though, like Uncle Leo. They crack me up. Very hard to do that as few episodes that Uncle Leo actually ended up being in, he really took advantage of his opportunities and made a name for himself.
Yeah, absolutely. That was kind of Len's thing. I mean, all of his, his TV work and his film roles, they're very memorable. And he saw it. He definitely saw it as an opportunity where, hey, even if I just have, a few minutes of screen time, I'm going to take advantage of this. But
in his spare time, what kind of things would Len likely be doing?
Len actually, it was funny because Len was a health nut. That's something that he bonded with Clint Eastwood over in Kelly's Heroes, and Clint called him back for the outlaw Josie Wells because the two of them just really kind of, they were into kind of the organic food and jogging and tennis and all of this stuff. So Len was a real athlete. So that's something that you would definitely find him doing, jogging and all of this. And he also did a lot of volunteer work. He was just a really nice guy. So in between, doing his auditions and working out, he volunteered in the local LA public school near his house. He taught acting to young kids. And he was a big advocate for adoption. Actually, adopted both his children.
Did he do things like go to Santa Anita or Hollywood Park, bet on the ponies, any kind of stuff like that?
No. It was it was mostly just he, as I said, he enjoyed the ladies. In his book, he talks about Angie Dickinson and Barbara Hershey. Angie was a longtime friend, and so he had, he mainly that's what he stuck to, and he just I think that was his vice.
This is what killed him, I'm afraid. How about Barbara Streisand? What was the relationship there?
Yeah, he worked with Barbara on a film called The Main Event with Barbara and Ryan O'Neal. And basically, he was kind of worried about it because he had heard all these things about Streisand, and you sort of read in the book, they had kind of this rocky start to the relationship, and Len didn't like her, but eventually they sort of had this incident, and she kind of came around, and eventually, once the film was really underway, she started saying to Len, "You need to fatten up." And she started pointing out things at the buffet table and telling him, like, Len, eat that. And so he said, "What are you, my surrogate Jewish mother?" And that's what he kind of called her for for the rest of that film.
I'm living in Las Vegas, and the MGM had Barbara Streisand. General admission seats were $3,000 a piece, and that was back in the 90s.
Whew.
That's a pretty good price to demand, don't you think?
Yeah.
I will get, and thank you so much for the autographed copy of the book. I'm going to get started on this tonight. Where's the Watch? It's Tama Ryder and the story of Len Lesser, better known as Uncle Leo. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it, and for our audience, when we have a, what's our bookstore that we got? Miles Books in Highland. I'm sure that anytime we do an interview, they make sure they order a few additional copies. And if you want to get it on the web, where do they go, Tama?
Yeah, they could just go to Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com.
So cool. And I look forward to maybe, now you said he sought you out?
Yes. He got my name through another writer, another author,
okay.
I should say. So it's not Ryder.
Cool. Well, here I got some good news and some bad news for you. I might have some work, but I now have found you too. So it's been a long time since I've been to New York, Tama.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us. Good luck in future endeavors. Say hello to Ed Asner for me, would you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And Rex, do you have her address? I'll send her an autographed copy of one of my phony pictures.